Hey, welcome back to the channel. So I just want to do a quick little update about my experience with Panasonic cameras over the past few months. And these are just quick observations from my experiences. One is from actually physically using the camera in the hand. I put this in a video yesterday and I'll go ahead and roll that clip now. Just some weird things that I've noticed while using it, just ergonomically speaking. Up until now, I've just used the camera on a tripod and really hadn't used it in my hand just a whole lot. So that changes your perspective a little bit. The first thing I've noticed is when you're trying to use the joystick to move the focus point, it takes off kind of slow. The little area takes off slow and then it just quickly hauls ass across the screen way faster than I wanted to. Exposure compensation is up here on the top. Sony has a dial. Sony has a dial here and a dial here and a dial here. So you have all these different dials, and you can assign one of those dials to the exposure compensation. With this one, you have to hit the button to engage exposure compensation, which is fine when you're using the camera like this in horizontal mode. When you go to do it like this or like that, it's really awkward to hit that button. Another thing is I finally found a good use for OpenGate. As much as the internet makes it out to be something, groundbreaking, I just haven't really found a good use case for it up until now. And what I've been doing is I've been taking my S9 to basketball games, and my daughter don't want anything but the video. What I do is I go in and I use the MP4 Lite codec, which is OpenGate. I take the video with that and use the frame markers and just keep her in the frame markers. And I'm able to transfer that straight to my phone using auto transfer. When I go into my iPhone library, it's in horizontal format, and I'm able to crop it straight from there into vertical and go ahead and put it into our shared album, and then she can view those videos. And I'm usually able to do that before I even leave the basketball game. Like when there's a lull in the action, I'll go in and do all this type of stuff. Let's talk about the autofocus a little bit. Since I dialed in my settings, I got the talking head thing down. I think it looks pretty good. I haven't noticed any autofocus wobbles. The only thing I say is it's just not quite, there yet. I mean, if you're super into autofocus, it's just not the best in the world. And the main thing when I see it starting to struggle is when there are any kind of darker scenes. Like for instance, when I was in here doing some talking head, it was a little bit darker, just would not track my face or eye. And then also when I was out doing some video yesterday, anytime there was any kind of a darker scene or there was a big contrast between the highlights and shadows or anything like that, it just started hunting back and forth, which may or may not have tripped up any camera out there. I don't know. But sometimes you just the autofocus just kind of goes wonky and you're just sitting there thinking to yourself, well, would my Sony have done that? I don't know. But for the most part, it's been pretty good. And another thing is the audio is just way hot on this thing. Like I keep having to turn it down and down and down and down. So anyway, just a quick few things about the Lumix user experience up until this point. It's been nice. It's been fun. I've enjoyed the camera. Don't get it out of whack. I mean, it's been a good camera for me, and I've enjoyed it. But just a few quirky things here and there. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.